ladies and gentlemen, let me just give you a brief introduction about iMocha. iMocha is actually at the forefront of revolutionizing talent management and talent acquisition within enterprises. And we are eager to dive into their insights and the remarkable journey they have embarked on. Amit, uh, I'm really, really grateful to you for joining this chat.
Thank you so much, Patuda, and entire HR fraternity, I would say. So those are the guys who are real hands-on and know the problems. Whatever I gathered was through my journey of a decade through iMocha, serving HR tech from talent acquisition to talent development to management. Patuda, you would like me to start with our journey as iMocha?
Yes.
Sure.
Walk us through iMocha's initial stages and the vision that sparked the creation.
Sure. So, first of all, iMocha started with a cup of coffee. Okay, like both of us, both the founders, Sujit and me, were sitting in a local cafe coffee day shop in Pune, deciding upon our next venture after running our IT services venture in the past, and we're having a mocha coffee then. Okay, and we thought of solving interview problem then for technology industry, which was our business earlier. So we were just looking for the different website domain, and we were able to get interview mocha as the domain, and that's how iMocha was born. Even before we were able to conceptualize it, the mocha was the coffee and interview was the problem. That's how we started. Our journey started with we solving the technology recruitment problem, where we first came up with one-way interview solution, which is async interview, where a person will be asked a question on the screen and will be his responses, her responses will be recorded, and one can see it before taking them for the interview, so that only relevant candidates come to the hiring manager or the interview panel, and that saves their time. That was the intention. After doing this for a period of time, we moved into skill assessment, created the most comprehensive skill assessment solution for technology companies, 2000 plus skills, be it technology skills, be it domain skills, be it behavioral skills, be it soft skills, communication skills. We created a lot of things, and we became an interview and skill assessment company then. But over a period of time, what we realized, even like we grew with this, added, I would say 11 Fortune 500 companies under our belt, 50 plus enterprises then, got funded $14 million Series A at a very good valuation, and we were on our growth journey. But during this time, what we realized is skill assessment is just quantifying candidate or the skills of a candidate objectively only at a screening level. But the bigger problem world is facing is a skill first problem. So what does that mean? That the skills are changing faster than ever. Like if you see any industry, see the banking industry now, you can imagine banking industry as a technology company running a banking business. Bank tellers jobs are getting obsolete and getting replaced by ATMs, mobile apps, and internet banking. Same is the case with IT. Same is the case with tolls and parkways even. There used to be a person who used to open the gate earlier after tendering the change to us. Now it has been replaced by RFID and technologies. So regardless of industry, whether it's a white collar, whether it's a blue collar, or whether it's an like anything, basically, it was no more a blue collar or white collar. A new collar, a collar of skills was getting introduced to the world, and we were able to identify it. Even IBM CEO that time said that there won't be any white collar or blue collar. A person will be known by a new collar. That collar will be of skill. A person will be known by the skill he or she possesses, and he will be deployed on that. And why did this happen? Because the skill advancement, the skill shelf life, which was earlier typically 2 decades, have changed to 3 to 5 years. Every 2 to 5 years, either a new version will come of a skill or altogether skill will change. So a skill has become like a mobile phone. Either you need to change it for better upgrade every 3 to 5 years, or you need to get a new phone altogether. And when we identified this problem while serving our customers. We thought of solving this problem. Already we were very rich, very comprehensive in terms of skill assessment, and we launched and we like broadened our value proposition from skill assessment to skills intelligence solution. And now we are the company which primarily for BFSI and tech create the skill architecture or skill management of the company through creating skill taxonomy, skill ontology, job architecture, related skills, adjacent skills, capabilities. Once the skill infrastructure or skill management framework is in place, we validate it through multi-channel approach. First being skill assessment, second being self-rating, manager rating, and 360-degree rating. And third one, which is very interesting, is AI inferences. So what do? We connect with all the numerous systems within your organization, be it LMS, be it LXP, be it HCM, be it employee database, be it performance management system, be it project management system. We connect to the data that are generated in the flow of the work. When employee works, get that data in for the skills and capabilities, and keep your skill inventory up to date. And once these two things are done, for employee, what is the benefit? The benefit is they can be very clear about their next best career within the organization, whether it's a horizontal upgrade or whether it's a vertical elevation, but they are very clear about it. Then for employee, we provide them the personalized learning paths with the skills intelligence, so that they do not invest waste, I would say, hundreds of hours in learning everything, but they need to learn what matters them the most for getting into a new role, elevated role. So this is for employee. For L&D, how we help is we help them finding out the skill gap analysis, training need identification, training ROI, return on investment, finding out the skills benchmarking. And to business, we help them in better internal mobility decisions, better talent workforce deployment. And this is about the talent development and talent management part of it. For recruitment, we have a lot of AI technology to find out the AI skill match, where a person once applied to one job, we can tell quantifiable in a quantifiable manner which all jobs that person suits to, and accordingly the person gets a wider need to cast, and that's a better and more accurate recruitment. So this has been our journey so far, in terms of started with humble start of 2 people, now 200 plus people team, mostly in India, followed by a few people in US, one in Singapore, one in Dubai, one in London, one in France, and recent one is in Philippines.
You shut me up. I had prepared so many questions. You shut me up. But awesome.
Sorry if I did.
No. That's brilliantly said. Brilliantly said. When you were speaking, I thought, let me not interrupt you with questions, because that passion reflects when you talk about the company and the product. Wonderful. Thank you so much. So basically, one more point, I think it will probably help people understand better. Any success stories that you would like to share? Any success stories that stand out in terms of the talent acquisition domain or the talent development domain? Any major success stories? It will be ideal to hear all of that.
Sure. So there are like from business perspective, there are quite a few success stories that varies from talent acquisition. In talent acquisition, even campus hiring as well as lateral hiring, to upskilling requirement, training ROI and all. But I'll tell you an interesting success story where we were able to serve entire bank. Okay. So this is Middle East Bank. I won't name it, but it's quite significant. 5,000-6,000 plus 8,000 close to employees bank in Middle East, which got an external agency, I would say Big Four, one of the Big Four, to transition them for the skill first organization workforce transformation. And though they became a digital bank, they digitized it to level max possible. But after 2 years, 3 years, they were able to transition into a digital banking, digital first banking. They were able to reduce the branches and invest more in technology and stuff like that. But while doing this activity, there were close to 2000 plus consultant or the people on contract who were become an integral part of the organization. So after 2 to 3 years of Big Four and a consulting and IT consulting thing, though they were able to digitally transform that bank, but they had 2000 people outside of the bank who were responsible for this, but it was not build, operate, and transfer. And the bank was in a mode that they need to, and it's a Middle East bank where labor rules are very strict. You have created a parallel line to our employees, but we don't know how to get that knowledge inside the organization and what to do with our 2500 guys who are working on something or other. And then with one of the Big Four, we implemented a skills intelligence solution where they got to know, first of all, where skill resides within their organization. We transform every job role within their organization into a skill profile, skill capability profile, adjacencies, job architecture, able to find out who are the guys who needs to be upskilled. And now we were in the second year of their implementation, and we are able to successfully get almost 650 people redeployed into a newer job role. Because many times digitization, AI, workforce transformation happens. For some job roles, it gives empowerment and you need to upskill a little. Some job, it is absolutely a major change. You need to learn newer things for workforce transformation. Some jobs is absolute, but there are few jobs which gets created. So for this bank, from talent acquisition to talent development to talent management, in between L&D, workforce planning, internal mobility, we were able to provide a solution. And it was with one of the Big Four. There's a PR even on the same. And I was very happy that we were able to solve majority of the problem. So whenever we solve it, I'm not saying that it's only iMocha which solves it. So we connect with the likes of SAP SuccessFactors, Oracle, or Workday for it. We connect with their employee database. We connect with their learning system. We connect with their internal mobility system. We connect with their employee system, performance management, and empower as a skills intelligence player for taking the right decision. And we were able to help them from pin to piano, I would say, as far as talent life cycle is concerned when it comes to skills intelligence. And that brought us into a limelight of SAP SuccessFactors even, and there was a lot of mention from SAP SuccessFactors influencers for iMocha for that. So I consider that to be biggest success in enterprise, where we transformed a bank into skill first.
Awesome. I was also I had also heard about this European automotive leader who with iMocha managed to evaluate over 1,500 candidates in just 7 days.
Yeah. So it's just a public case study, so I can take the name even. It's Aston Martin, which we helped in doing what you are saying, like.
My God! So you reached up to the James Bond's vehicle, right?
Yeah, I got
Wonderful, Amit. Wonderful.
I got a chance to visit their factory where their one car will be used only once, and I got a lot of pictures there.
Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your presence at today's Fireside Chat. You know how Fireside Chats happen, right? You have a fireplace, but if you have a person like Amit with you, you don't need the fire. He is the fire himself. His dedication and innovative spirit are shaping the future of talent management and acquisition. Should you have any questions or wish to connect further, Amit will welcome your inquiries and discussions. We appreciate your attention and look forward to welcoming you at the future events. Thank you so much, Amit, once again, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being such a wonderful audience.
Thank you, everyone, all the talent leaders we have learned directly, indirectly, meeting you in person, few of you, during my journey, and thanks a lot. I take this liberty to thank you on this platform too. Thanks all my HR friends and talent leaders.